Hello everyone, how are you today? In the previous video we explaining the lesson decimal numeration system. In this video we are going to explain characteristics of divisibility. I will start by explaining the lesson quickly to save time. If you have a group of pens and you want to distribute them to your friends, this action is called division. You want to divide the number of pens by the number of friends. Division is represented into forms. This is the place of numerator, and this is the place of denominator. To know that the number is divisible by another number or not, you must do a division. We'll learn about this in the next lesson. But if the denominator is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, we can know without doing the division, using a trick to memorize. Trick for 2, 3, 5 are base, and for 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 are non-base. Non-base are part of base. Let us explain it well and take examples. So let's get started. There are some trick or shortcuts to find out whether number are divisible by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 without doing the actual division. Basic division rules. Divisibility rule for 2. A natural number is divisible by 2 if its last digit 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Example, 4,568. Look to last digit to see if it is 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. The last digit is 8. So 4,568 divisible by 2. Divisibility rule for 3. To know if a natural number is divisible by 3, first we must study the multiplication table of 3. Second, you must add all the digits of the number together. If you find the summation in the multiple table of 3, so this number divisible by 3. Example, 35,343. Let's add all the digits together. 3 plus 5 plus 3 plus 4 plus 3 equal 18. Let's see the multiplication table of 3. 3 times 6 is 18, so 35,343 is divisible by 3. If the addition of a number is above 30, we cannot find it in the 3 multiplication table, so we must perform division. Divisibility rule for 5. To find out if a natural number is divisible by 5, look to last digit to see if it is 0 or 5. Example, 645 and 290. Look to the last digit. 645 end with 5, and 290 end with 0. So 645 and 290 divisible by 5. Non-basic division rules. Remember that non-basic is a part of basic. Divisibility rule for 4. To find out if a natural number is divisible by 4, first we must study the multiplication table of 4. Second, you should look at the last 2 digits. If you can find this 2 digits in multiplication table of 4, so this number is divisible by 4. Example, 43,816. Look at the last 2 digits. It is 16. Let's see the multiplication table of 4. 4 times 4 is 16, so 43,816 divisible by 4. If the last 2 digits greater than 40, we cannot find it in the 4 multiplication table, so we must perform division. Note for dividing to equals 2. So for equal to times 2, a number is divisible for if it is divisible by both 2 and 2. Divisibility rule for 6. A number is divisible by 6 if it is divisible by both 2 and 3, because 6 equals 3 times 2. Example, 6,846. First you must see if it is divisible by 2. It ends with 6, so it is divisible by 2. Second, you must see if it is divisible by 3. Add all the digits together. 6 plus 8 plus 4 plus 6 equal 24. Let's see multiplication table of 3. 3 times 8 is 24, so 6,846 divisible by 3 and 2 in the same time. So 6,846 divisible by 6. Divisibility rule for 8. A number divisible by 8 if last 3 digit divisible by 8. To do this trick we must do a division, and we will see this in the next lesson. You can know if the number divisible by 8 by another trick. You must know that 8 equal 4 times 2, so the number divisible by 8 if it is divisible by 2 and 4 in the same time. Example, 336. First see if it is divisible by 2. The last digit is 6, so 336 divisible by 2. Now see if it is divisible by 4. Look at last 2 digits. 36. 4 times 9 is 36. So 336 divisible by 4, since it is divisible by 2, and for so it is divisible by 8. Divisibility rule for 9. To find out if a natural number is divisible by 9, first we must study the multiplication table of 9. Second, you must add all the digits of the number together. If you find the summation in the multiple table of 9, so this number divisible by 9. Example, 243. Let's add all the digits together. 2 plus 4 plus 3 equal 9. Let's see the multiplication table of 9. 9 times 1 is 9. So 243 is divisible by 9. If the addition of a number is above 90, we cannot find it in the 9 multiplication table, so we must perform division. Note 9 divided by 3 equal 3, so 9 equal 3 times 3. A number is divisible 9 if it is divisible by both 3 and 3. Divisibility rule for 10. To find out if a natural number is divisible by 10, look to last digit to see if it is 0. Example, 230. Look to the last digit. 230 end with 0. So 230 divisible by 10. Note 10 equal 5 times 2. So the number divisible by 10, if it is divisible by 2 and 5 in same time. If you are still having difficulty after this detailed explanation of characteristics of divisibility, follow with us to solve some questions. But before we begin to solve the questions, these are the most important words that were mentioned in the explanation along with their translation into Arabic, because our goal is to convey knowledge to the entire world. First question. Show that 450 divisible by 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, 10 in the same time. First start see if it is divisible by 2. To be divisible by 2, the last digits must be 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. The last digit is 0, so it is divisible by 2. See if it is divisible by 3. To be divisible by 3, the sum of its digits in multiplication table of 3. Let's add the digits. 4 plus 5 plus 0 equal 9. Now see if 9 founded in multiplication table of 3. 3 times 3 is 9, so divisible by 3. See if it is divisible by 5. To be divisible by 5, the last digit must be 0 or 5. The last digit is 0, so it is divisible by 5. See if it is divisible by 6. Since it is divisible by 3 and 2, and 6 equal 3 times 2, so it is divisible by 6. See if it is divisible by 9. It is divisible by 9 if the sum of its divisible in the multiplication table for 9. Let's add the digits. 4 plus 5 plus 0 equal 9. Now see if 9 is present in the 9 times table. 9 times 1 is 9, so 450 divisible by 9. See if it is divisible by 10. Since it is divisible by 5 and 2, and 10 equal 5 times 2, so it is divisible by 10. Also the last digit is 0, so it is divisible by 10. Second question. Answer by true or false. A. 347 divisible by 2. To be divisible by 2, the last digits must be 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. The last digit is 7, so 347 does not divisible by 2. False. B. 120 divisible by 10 and 5 in the same time. To be divisible by 10, the last digit must be 0. And to be divisible by 5, the last digit must be 0 or 5. The last digit is 0, so it is divisible by 10 and 5 in the same time. True. C. 0 divisible by all natural number. 0 divided by any number is 0. Also you can found 0 in multiplication table of any number. So 0 divisible by all natural number. True. Third question. Complete the following table with yes or no. 6,132. The last digit is 2, so it is divisible by 2. 6 plus 1 plus 3 plus 2 equal 12. And 3 times 6 is 12, so it is divisible by 3. The last digit does not equal to 0, so does not divisible by 10. 280. The last digit is 0, so it is divisible by 2. 2 plus 8 plus 0 equal 10. And you cannot find 10 in multiplication table of 3, so does not divisible by 3. Last digit is 0, so it is divisible by 10. 451. The last digit is 1, so does not divisible by 2. 4 plus 5 plus 1 equal 10. And you cannot find 10 in multiplication table of 3, so does not divisible by 3. The last digit does not equal to 0, so it is not divisible by 10. I am very happy that you have reached the end of solving the questions. This is summary of this lesson. You should know that reviewing the video is very useful, and practicing solving the questions is very important to memorize the form and logic of the information. Good luck, friends. In the next lesson we will explain divisors of natural number.